your media, where you are. So many demands on you. Demands at home, in the boardroom, and in the bedroom. You have to be jack of all trades, wearing a different hat when the moment arises. You're on all the time, always on the clock, always catching up. Take care of you. Introducing Your Media, your podcast network that meets you where you are, when you need it, at your time, in your space, when you feel like it. You come first. Your Media, where you are. The show goes on with Noni, brings the business of the arts to center stage. You dance to your own tune. The show goes on with Noni, brings the business of the arts to center stage.
San Banani.
We come back.
I don't know why I'm dressed like this, actually. I think I'm starting to regret my moves.
Banda kanje.
Yeah, banda, babe.
Yakodwa.
Yeah,
Nangigqoka ijezi yangibona. Ngibona ngigqoka ijezi.
Yeah, good.
Hey.
That'll be fine. It's gonna heat up in studio just now. It's going to be fire. Hi everyone, I am Noni Mkonto, Spear of the Nation, and you are tuned into The Show Goes On with Noni on your platform, Your Media, hashtag where you are. Angi Hambingi Wani. I've got my Satan friend with me.
Satan friend is wearing a jersey.
Good, Johnny.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Kanti, why are you this thing? Why are you closing this thing with ngigqoka ijezi? Wena ngigqoka ijezi.
And then?
Angisho
Yeah, in
kodwa.
different.
Akodwa.
I'm in a different season. You're in a different season.
Okay. All right.
It's fine.
It's fine. Ngigqoka ijezi.
Sanibonani. Angithina bathi impahla ziyangishisa.
Yeah. Basho njani?
Bathi impahla ziyangishisa.
Ngoba hot.
Ngoba ngihlale ngi-hot.
Aye. Hello, everybody. My name is Palisa Robin. Right here on The Show Goes On with Noni. Welcome. Today's in Black Love.
Hey, yababona.
Re na le Black Love.
Re
na le pentisi. Also buke pentisi mara mara.
Yay, kaunisa wena. Kani all black, kani that. I get the memo.
Sorry, honey.
I didn't, but my leggings are, I put my leg up, but let's not do that. That's going to be a bit rushy. Hi, we've got Dolly and Toto in Dolly Louw and Ludumo Maqabuka in the house, but we refer to them as Dolly and Utoto because that's how personal it is. That's how personal we get. You know, I think this is the first time Dolly's actually heard me say her surname, if I'm not educated.
No, actually, people call you Dolly. I'm Noni.
Oh, yes. Normally, that's what it is. Normally, it's like, hey, Dolly. And I'm like, there she is over there. Hi, welcome. And I want to welcome you guys. Hi, Dolly. Hi, Toto.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for having us.
Stunning.
Hey, Pali.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, man.
Good.
Guys look good.
Thank you.
You look good. I haven't seen you in a while.
Well, COVID, babes.
Yeah, right. Right.
COVID.
Yeah. And then inside me.
Also you.
Also me is the
Plus one.
Yes. So we have Dolly and Toto today on the show for our couple insert for the month of July. Don't know why we chose July. I think I know why we chose July. Because June, July, banda.
Wow. Explanation. June, July.
Gusto. You need a somebody. You need a
blanket
body.
and a mess.
You need a body.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Well done for the creativity.
Thanks. I'm
Sure.
trying. But I just think it was a nice insert for after what we've done. It's lighter from doing the whole June
Youth
16 Youth Month and then doing the whole introduction of our show, which was like and then, you know, having directors and stuff. And then it was like, but wait, we're in the industry and we've got couples that are in the industry.
So let's
and then
celebrate.
Minute really knows how I've always felt about like dating in the industry. So it's like I'm also out here being like, no, let me learn. and not step away from the fears that I have or the whatevers. But we have Dolly, and Udoli is a musical theater thespian.
In that order.
In that, she's a triple threat. She's a triple threat singer, dancer, actress.
Give 'em a Gele Valley.
She's got it on lockdown. She's been on the screens, graced us on Generations. I remember watching that. Girl, you were in a prison cell.
Girl, man, how's that? I can't say the word.
Yeah, you can't say the word. And then we've got Utoto, and Toto is an artist. He's a painter. Yo.
Not a man of much words.
Yeah,
Ukhuluma
yeah,
ngezandla
yeah.
zakhe, you know.
Yeah. No, but yeah.
But
When,
the thing is, man,
when he communicates with his
I don't
hands.
understand how.
Yeah.
You put so much in craft and then you have to explain it.
Yeah.
But you gotta talk.
But today, Toto,
I
today.
was dragged to come here.
No, you were
Kidding,
not
I'm
dragged.
kidding.
I'm
Kidding.
Toto. All right, Dolly and Toto, please will you let the people know who you are? Like, I don't know who wants to start. Tell us where you're from, where you were raised.
My name is Dolly Louw. I'm Dolly Matsidi Solo.
Yes, Matisa.
I was born Kotladi Clinic and raised Kotladi. Then transitioned to live with my parents, go Alex. So
Yeah.
I'm the girl from the hood.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I went to Chinese high school, did my musical theater, go to UT.
I like how she threw that away. Dolly went to a Chinese high school, guys.
Understand. Yeah, I wanted to be like,
It's because you guys are gonna make me do those things that I can't actually do.
No, but I'm not gonna ask you to speak Chinese. Just for no one to ungene kanjani.
Chinese high school.
Well, I mean, it was not far from my house.
Oh,
20 minutes from my house. My mom dug the discipline, and they used to wear these hats, right? These prefects used to wear these nice straw hats. My mom was like, I like the discipline, I like the everything, and the hats. I'm like, I'm going to school because of hats. How's this happening to
How
you?
is this? Yeah.
But it was such a great experience.
Okay.
I actually regret not absorbing culture
Yeah.
while I was. You know, when you're young,
Yes.
you take things for granted.
I know why you regret not absorbing the culture, but we'll talk about that soon. Stunning.
So yeah, musical theater TUT. I've been in the industry since 2007.
Yeah.
I've been in the
You've
streets.
been in the streets,
Yeah.
doing the damn things.
Yeah.
Toto?
Oh. Name is Ludumo Maqabuka, also known as Double Touch, also known as Dolly
Okay.
Maqabuka.
Yeah. Sawubona baba, sawubona.
A DJ, a painter, graphic designer,
Nice.
a lover of life.
Yes.
I was born in the Eastern Cape in a small village called Ngqokweni.
Okay.
I think it's 30 k's away from Tata.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, growing up there, we used to play with cows,
Mad.
mud cows, like
Okay.
clay cows.
Okay.
We used to create clay cows,
Oh, okay.
and I never thought I'll be an artist. You know what I mean?
Stunning.
So it started from the bottom.
Yeah,
That's
so
it.
I had to move to Johannesburg.
Okay.
Family things. Yeah. Okay, I lost my grandmother and my mother, so
All right. So you were living with Ukoko, no
Yeah.
mama. Okay.
my aunt took us to Johannesburg.
Okay.
For us. Did high school in Germiston, a school called Donview,
Okay.
and also did a fine arts course in TUT.
Uh-huh.
I used to see this lady.
That's really
I love how I don't ever have to ask. The powers that be, I don't have to ask, just comes to you. Yes, carry on. So you went to TUT?
Yeah, so yeah, man, that's where everything started.
Okay.
So you were at the arts camp
fine
pack.
arts was not even my first choice. You know what I
Okay,
mean? It
yeah.
also happened by default. Find myself, doing a fine arts course. But yo, man, it helped me in many ways because I don't take orders nicely. You know. So with
he's a rebel.
yeah,
He's his
man.
own boss.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
man.
me.
All right. And Dolly, so I got TUT. And then after Chinese high school, you went to TUT.
Yes.
Because you're also a student from TUT.
Yes.
You're surrounded by TUT people, guys. Like, I feel like, I don't know.
To be precise, arts campus. That's where it all happened.
Yeah.
That's where it all went down.
Arts campus. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we met there, but he remembers me more than I remember him. He hates that when I say that.
I know he does.
But I was just focused, man. Not that he wasn't. I was just stuck on my own tip. Not coming from a well-off background. I had to have a job at school.
Yeah.
So I waited on my part-time, and going to school was a full-time job, because if you're not in.
So wait, so people say that they couldn't work whilst they were studying, but you could work as a waitress, but you couldn't work in the industry.
Yeah,
Oh.
you were not allowed to do that, because
okay.
in their view you didn't have the experience, or your, as they used to say, your suitcase was not fully packed.
Okay. I'm telling you, it's not a lie that they're all from the same institute, guys. Same.
Yes, so studying, and if I'm not in class, I'm doing rehearsals for school projects or whatever. After that, I'm going to my waitering job. So I never really had time for boys per se. Not that I didn't dabble. It was just not a thing,
Yeah.
But that's not where I was bloomed. It bloomed in adulthood. Fast forward to adulthood, because we had mutual friends, and that's
and then you met again.
yeah.
Doctor's like, I saw you, and that's where it bloomed. And Dolly's like, no, for me, it bloomed in adulthood. How do you feel about that, Dodo?
I'm usually glad you did, because when I was still in school, man, I was a regret.
Oh,
I couldn't even have a relationship for a month.
Oh, really?
I was not that person.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it happened.
Later on. Yeah, you see, it all happens, it doesn't happen then. It can happen later. It can happen whenever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. So, Dolly Louw, how did you know Ukuthi Dolly wanted to be in theater? Like, what was it that were you doing anything in Chinese school? Like in Chinese school, was there theater? Was
No,
there drama?
babes. It was such an academic school.
Okay.
Everything else was second.
So Hucha, you are a smarty pants, or
I mean,
she's that girl.
they tried to steer us into greatness or almost robot-like type of people. But I've always known that I wanted to act or sing or dance, but I couldn't even choose which one. I remember when I was small, I used to chase my parents out on Sunday, so they must go somewhere, and then I'll be in the house cleaning and cooking and singing and pretending that, and then there I'll have a scene by myself, like a crazy person. But that's about all I knew. Yes, go long. I won a talent competition, but I didn't think anything of it. I was in the choir and I was the lead singer there. I didn't think much of it until this one day I saw an interview at KB Mutsilanyane on a show called Mojo. She talked about musical theater, where she was studying Libotamarate and TUT, this course called musical theater, and it combines all three of these things, because before Chinese I went to a township school called Umkhodi. So exposure was not in my in my vicinity. So when I heard that, I was like, and then I did more research, auditioned, got into the school, and that's how it all happened.
Seriously? So you literally researched for yourself.
Yeah.
You didn't say it's too far, it's too far-fetched for me, I'm just not gonna do it.
For some strange reason, I just had that thing about, but this is the only thing I can think of.
Yes.
This is the only thing I want.
Yes.
And being in Alex, I definitely wanted to get out the hood as soon as possible. So Pretoria was perfect. It wasn't far at all. It was perfect. So I was like, all right, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I told my dad, I was like, okay, you sign here and you sign there. They're like, but
what are we signing?
I'm like, trust me, you want to sign this.
Okay.
I'm not going to do the other stuff. I'm going to fail.
Yeah.
Just sign
And
this.
how was that? How was the support from your family when they eventually then knew what they were signing or
My
knew what you wanted
grandmother,
to do?
of all of them, my grandmother was the most supportive.
Yeah, grannies are amazing.
You'd think someone that old would not understand what
Yes.
you're trying to do, but like she's like, girl, I got you. She really like helped me through my first year, helped me find my feet. So second year I could do all of it by myself,
Yeah.
finance it for myself, obviously like loans and stuff like that. But point is like she was really supportive. She still is the one person who's the most supportive.
You still have granny in your life?
Yeah,
I'm
she's
so
still
lucky. I have no gran.
sorry.
Your grannies are amazing.
Grannies are amazing. If you got
Yeah.
a granny out there, you know what? Cherish,
You're blessed.
treasure.
Nah, that's my girl.
So
That's
were there
yes.
any influences from your side?
No, actually, my mom only came out to me the other day. She's like, "Oh, I used to be that girl like who used to go and sing at talent shows." I'm like, "You? What are you talking about?" only now. You know, because of the times, it was frowned upon, and she's from an academic family, so
Okay.
nobody really got her.
Yes.
Only now I understand where I get my X factor, if for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
My dad was a soccer player, so my mom came out to me that she was a performer. I'm like, how? Well, great. I've been feeling crazy all along. Now I know I'm getting it wrong.
It runs in the family.
I didn't know that.
Why would they hide something?
I don't.
Like that,
I don't
though?
know. I don't know. I'm not
Maybe it's
saying.
because they have the fear of being in it, and then maybe seeing you doing so well now,
Yeah.
and with COVID striking, it's like a really personal thing where
Yeah.
it's like, they probably feel for us because it's
Only now they get it.
only now they get it.
Only now they get it. I mean, parents are parents. They're not gonna not love you because you chose this thing.
Yeah.
That they don't necessarily understand.
It can be
But-
hard on you.
Yeah, but with COVID, I think a lot of eyes were to our situation,
Yes.
to our struggles. Because back in the days pre-COVID, people would be like, "Oh, why don't you do this for a second? This," and I'm like, "Dude, I don't ask you as a doctor, excuse me, doctor, that you must go look for another." Career.
Yes,
Nobody asks
exactly.
that of
Nobody
you. Why are
says
you
that
asking
on
that?
you.
I paid a lot of money to get to where I am. It wasn't given to me. I worked really hard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Toto, and you and your family support.
I was lucky because I was brought up by a very smart Magogo.
Yeah.
You know. She understood
Toto
me
is
like
such a character.
at the very young age. She knew that this boy is either going to be a mechanical engineer
Yeah.
or whatever that
Yeah.
has to do with hands, or an artist.
Yes.
So before she passed, everyone knew in my family, yo, whatever this boy says, and
Yes.
yeah. So I've had support, but Nakona be able to really, no one understood how artists live.
Yeah.
How do you
survive?
You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah.
And only now when they come to my shows and they hear white people saying, "Oh, your boy is so talented," and I'm like, okay.
Because they're like, what are you drawing? And why would you sell it? How much are you gonna sell it for? Like,
Who
what do
wants
you
to
mean?
buy a drawing?
Who
wants to- Yeah, it's a drawing.
Yeah, and they don't understand. Art is a hobby for billionaires. Like, just buy because they can, But man, I'm glad, they let me do what I wanted to
Yeah.
do, and so it made me sane most of my life, even though it wasn't easy. But
Yeah.
I'm sane.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, because it is what you love,
Yeah,
right? And I mean, if it keeps your sanity, then why not?
yeah.
Because why would you want to? I mean, there's people that are doing things that they don't like out there. Like they really, really
A lot.
How
Yeah.
people are keeping their
can't
sanity.
imagine
alive.
I can't imagine it.
As much as difficult as our industries can get.
Yeah.
And I say industries because people will probably not see art as an entertainment, and it is an industry on its own, which is part of our world, which is art, but it is on a different platform. But I cannot imagine doing anything else besides what I'm doing even though it's been frozen for.
You're still like,
R.I.P. Lalani Sonvosa.
Yeah.
Even though we are sleeping, I just couldn't imagine. Like even now, like Dolly, have you ever even given it a thought to be like, let me go and work? I don't know, at a call center. Like, has that even like gone doof, 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 doof during this COVID?
I mean, one has to find ways of.
Yeah.
I live with my partner, and you have to
Yes.
make things work. So, yeah, one has to look for other stuff, and but none of it means that in any way that I'm quitting this.
Yes.
No ways. Like, even at home, they be like, so what are you gonna do? You need to look for something for when you're older, old age. I'm like, I'm gonna die on that stage, guys.
Miriam Makeba passed away after a performance.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna kitabekile mole kakota on some, doing my thing. It's not stopping. This is forever. Yeah. So it never crosses my mind to leave the industry ever.
And Dr. How has it been the doing the paintings and the DJing during COVID? Like,
Yeah, man, it's been tough. You know what I mean? Like gigs were no longer on a regular like they.
yes,
Some of us were lucky, man. Like there were people who, the next thing people wanted your works, and I was just working on a daily, man. Like I was actually having a good time when there was no one on the street of Johannesburg.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I was so inspired, dude. Like
really.
first time in my
You
life.
found inspiration during COVID.
Yeah, you know us artists, man.
I was Dipro.
But yeah, man, we've survived till now,
Yeah.
Like Sasinenda Yoglala.
Yes.
And,
Yeah, Nyapila.
The P.
Yeah, no, that's and I want to ask about that. Like, how has it been for two artists during this time? It must be. And then how do you?
I'm not laughing at you.
How do you still keep it together? Because some COVID has split families apart and partnerships and hey.
Yeah.
Okay, I must say, I have been hella blessed. Like so blessed. Like he's saying, he didn't stop working. I guess people paused and were like, "Oh, art," and then he really was
Inspired,
working the whole time, and he got inspired. And I've just been lucky to have him in my life. It is challenging. I'm laughing because wow, it's been a ride, but we have each other.
Yes.
We have the same goal. Same goal is to make this work.
Yes. Yeah.
If we sleep under the bridge, we're sleeping together under that bridge.
Yeah.
But his main goal has been to take care of me.
Yeah.
I'm just like forever humbled. But yeah, we fight. I mean, when I say fight, I mean we fight for our relationship. We fought for our lives. Okay, not gish, but couples are always bickering about the smallest of things.
Even
the
times are
biggest,
good.
yeah, you just bicker about random stuff.
Yeah.
But because we're on the same trail, I would say that's what's kept us alive.
Yeah. Toto?
Yeah, man.
Toto's like, I agree with everything Dolly said.
But really, like she's a smart one.
No, whatever. No. Thank you. But you're also smart, baby.
It's been tough, because hey, dude, like we've been like together, but now we're together 24/7.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
the thing.
and you start
That is
noticing
lucky.
like things that But yeah, man, we still fighting.
Yeah.
So,
It's that thing,
I
right?
don't-
It's like COVID stopped us from doing whatever it is in life and made us and forced us to like look at each other in the faces every day, regardless if you're like living with your partner or if you're with your family, like your mom, your dad,
I would have rather died in this one's prison than my. I love you, mommy, but damn, no.
nothing bad,
Nothing bad, but you.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I spent it with my mom,
Must have been interesting.
and it was a ride.
No, but like COVID really forced us to like look at each other in the faces. So with you being a musical theater performer, dolls, and then Utoto being an artist, I just want to know how do you guys push each other? Is there an understanding?
Absolutely.
Because it's an art form, right? That
Yeah.
you're both doing, but a different kind of art form. He's on the canvas. And then he's on the deck as well because he DJ. And I guess that musical part, hey, yeah, he gets it. But does he understand you as a musical theater person? Because we tend to, especially us for the women's, we are a bit crazy.
No, he has exclaimed that we are all nuts. He has said it. He says it. It's his mantra.
Yeah.
You guys are crazy. But I mean, we are no different in general.
yeah.
I think our mediums are different, but we have I don't know. What can I say? Like, we have an understanding.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
easy.
We're both creatives.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
we
Okay.
have, you know,
So that's like
in
block
common.
one.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
the first common
Yeah.
thing is being both creatives.
It makes it easy.
Yeah.
It really makes it easy because I never have to explain myself to him for him to understand me.
Yes.
I never have to be like, oh baby, but I'm this person, and when
No.
or I need to do this, so you need to respect. No.
No.
It just comes naturally. I'm
Yeah.
like, baby, I've got an audition. We both have if I have an audition, we
It's
both have an
yours as
audition.
well.
If he has a show, we both have a show.
Yes.
You know, if he has a meeting, we both have a meeting.
Yeah.
Like we definitely ride with each other
Okay.
like that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's so dope. Because I mean, I don't know. I don't know because I think I bicker for different reasons in the house. Like
Yeah.
Freddie could be like, "You've got to do this and you've got to do that," and I'm like, "You talk like it's easy."
Yeah.
You know, I think that's what I the difference for me is where do you guys motivate? You guys obviously motivate each other from a realistic point of view, then rather being because for me it's like being motivated from a point of view where someone has an idea or a fantasy. Do you guys ever get that? Do you guys ever get that for each other where you have a fantasy for each other? Like where you're just like, oh, but Dolly's doing this, but she could do this because for you it's like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like no, I'm not meaning
No.
fantasy from like
No.
Yeah.
You wanna say something? Yeah and no. Yes and no. Obviously, I know his potential. Or I
Yes.
think I know his potential. I'm about his potential.
Yeah.
So my fantasies are irrelevant. As long as he can reach his utmost potential and I'm there, you know, when you talk about fantasy, he's a dreamer and I love it. Like
Yes.
he'll be like talking about things and you know, we egg each other on. Even though sometimes to some people those things have no place in reality, inverted commas, but like I mean it's very important to not dim down his creativity.
Yes.
Vice versa, you
Yeah.
know. So whatever fantastical things that happen in here or in there, like right now, he's got a big dream for me, and I'm like, it's becoming real. It started off as a joke, but now he really wants to do this, you know.
Yeah.
But the one thing that keeps the love and the art alive is the fact that we even when something you know hey, this one is gonna crash and burn, but you go yes, baby, yes. Tabangena, we're doing that thing, you know. Yeah. I think that.
What were you gonna say, Toto? Because you had a light bulb moment.
He did.
Was like,
Yeah.
No. I think you said it all, man. Like,
Okay, guys, for real, I'm the talker.
I know that.
But it's a beautiful dynamic. Eh?
Yes, but it is. It's a balance.
dynamic.
It's really balanced.
It's weird though, right? So I'm the talker.
Yeah.
And you know I talk, friend. You know I talk. Toto's the social light.
Okay.
I'm more reserved when it comes to meeting new people. You know
Yes,
that about
yes.
me. But he's more out there.
Out there, yes.
Yeah, so it's a very strange
that's so
balance.
weird.
It's very weird, but yeah.
Or talk. How are you not a talker but you're a socialite?
I don't know. I guess, man, it's what I do, you know.
It's the artist in you.
Like, I can't be in an opening and I'm like And when people ask questions, I need to answer. I need to explain my work or whatever.
Yeah.
And I can't play a set when someone is asking what track was that, or and I'd be like, no, dude. I don't know. I just don't like talking.
It's like the businessman in you when you are in a show and then you have to talk to people.
Yeah.
The businessman comes out.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's it. You always on. Yes,
Yeah.
he's always on into. I have to make sure that I sell this because Dolly said his ultimate goal is for him to take care of her.
Yeah.
So him being a man, it's provider switches on. Businessman switches on. I go to them weird force I
didn't know that.
Are we posy?
Is filled.
Nice. Literally, isn't that the same thing?
Yeah, you look familiar.
Yeah, no, I see you walk the dog sometimes.
Wow, you're so close. If you know about the dog, you are definitely close. What a small world.
Hey, one expose like that.
Yeah. So he does walk the dog. He walks the dog. He walks the dog.
Yeah.
On a leash.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That's a first for me.
But it's happening more regularly now. You see a lot more people become free with that now and not like be afraid to be called snobs or whatever people call people.
No, it's stunning. It's also just taking care of your animal. Dolly,
Mama.
Black Cherry's table.
Ish. Yeah, no, Black Cherry's table has... Well, what are you saying? I must start from the beginning or I must just...
I'm just letting people know, Dolly. Also known as that Mrs. Black Cherry's table because you've got a whole foodie fundi about you.
Yeah.
Which is something I had no idea. I didn't know until you brought it out and you presented it and it was beautiful and
neither did I.
How did that happen? How did that start?
Neither did I. It's so weird. Because my first love being musical theatre, you'd think I have a whole story, whatever. Yeah. But with food, there is a story. Like my dad used to cook. I used to watch Nigella and Oliver
Twist.
Not Oliver Twist, Jamie Oliver. On
It's a movie.
It's a musical, babes. And a movie, babes.
Yeah.
Oliver Twist.
How just happened?
No, musical theatre, it happens all the time.
It happens.
I called Brown Dash Brown.
Okay.
Dash Brown passed away. Then people were like,
"Who the hell is that?"
To you, and then you and you.
Oh yes, we were like,
"What?" Hey, I mustn't say people's names. Carry on, doll.
So I've just always liked cooking. Mm-hmm. I never thought it. I parked it. I cook every Sunday. I'd cook meals at home. Parked it. Really parked it. Yeah. Never thought anything of it. Just lately, since 2014, 15, I'm like, maybe let's see what's happening here. So my first brand with a mate of mine was Backyard Bistro. So we started gourmet tables in Soweto. Yeah. So our whole vibe was to combine music and food. So we'd have live performances and DJs like Double Charge over here.
Yeah.
Playing for the people. So I love food. Food it's a language, People say music is a language, but food is a language.
That's why earlier you said you regret not paying attention to the culture of the Chinese.
Yes. That's exactly why. That's exactly why. And now I'm learning to perfect it. Although I didn't completely ignore it, Okay. It's just, you don't think, this is an opportunity. I'm in a different world and I'm going to learn different things. Because I was, wet behind the ears. I was like, this is cool. Yeah, they do kung fu. Yeah, I eat with chopsticks. Yeah. And then you like move on. But now I'm just like so engulfed in the culture. I love it. I love it so much. It's beautiful. So anyway.
And they patriotism.
Yeah. So they about them first and them first.
Them first.
Okay. And it's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. Yeah. Any country. To look after
your people first.
Then everybody else can come through.
Yeah, like somebody should be looking after us.
If we could adopt that, we'd be...
What's his name? Minister Bang Mang.
Babes,
what's his name?
We don't want to go there. Mina, I'll burn your studio even with my anger.
We don't
Oh,
even know his
Natim
name.
Tattoo.
nothing to it.
Asimaz, we don't know what
from a
degree
minister
you
of
got.
police to arts, like
We don't know.
How does
how
that
does
happen?
that work?
Yeah, but so maybe that is a good thing that the country must take care of its people because
Yeah.
what the hell's going on?
I
Yeah.
know the Chinese are.
Let's carry on with Black Cherry's table.
So yeah, okay,
Dolly-
fine. You know, with business, you start, and then some things crash and burn,
Yeah.
some things carry on. Then I started. Me and my partner parted. Started Black Cherry's table. It had but a short intro. Then COVID happened. Then
Yes.
restrictions happened. Then finances happened.
Yes.
But it's something I'm not parking. I have a sauce.
Okay.
Habanero hot sauce.
Yes, she does. Yeah. She got a hot sauce. out there.
And like there's a lot more things I want to do for the brand as opposed to just cooking and
Yeah.
hosting.
Yeah.
There's just other things behind the
Yeah.
scenes, travel, all kinds of things. So yeah, that you guys will know when the time is there and it's happening.
So, how important is it for? I mean, what would you say to someone or the listener out there about having a passion for something, and then thinking that and having that thing where you're scared to venture out and do other things and be brave and explore. What would you say to someone like that to be like, go out and do it, be more than just one thing? Because COVID, Mina, it taught me Uguti, you can't just be a musical theater person.
Yeah, I mean, you can.
Yeah.
You honestly really can. But if you've got other things, I don't think we as human beings are meant to be just one thing.
Yeah.
We're smart people, physical people. We're all kinds of people in one. So if there's that thing that speaks to you, go for it. I mean, you've got nothing to lose.
Yes.
All you've got to lose is all you have will be regret if you don't go after the things that, even if it's scary, that's it. That's you just pushing what you need to push. Because you'll never know what other element or what elements you're going to pick up from that other thing that's going to add to the other existing thing. You can be a multifaceted person and combine everything together. It doesn't have to be all in different sections. You can blend them, and you can really do whatever you want to do. I think that's what we struggle in with South Africa, and I've realized meeting other nations is that we are not encouraged to really live our fullest potential.
Amen.
Because we live out of fear.
We live out of fear because it's taught from school.
From school.
We are streamlined from school.
Sometimes
We are
even
told
from
we can't
home.
be this, or you need to choose either or. That whole thing of making kids choose, that's where it starts for me, I think. For me, I struggled at school because, I mean, it was an academic school.
You're teaching a fish how to swim on concrete.
You know what I mean? And there was a time where I felt dumb.
Yeah.
Because, not that I didn't do well, but I was in the dark most of the time.
Yeah, me too. I was also, I couldn't grasp why we've got to do what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because also there was that stigma of, okay, so if she's a creative, you either take her to a technicon or you find a school where they deal with talent, and then your parents are just like, no.
Or there's this culture of ADHD. ADHD, attention deficit.
Yes.
Sorry, my English is running away.
No, don't worry.
My data is done, babe.
It's something that always take it away.
There's dyslexia, which are things that are real, and I believe in that. But there's also this culture of saying kids are slow or they've got all those deficits because they're not grasping whatever outdated educational system they've got. Instead of people taking the time to be like, okay, maybe we should streamline this child like this because this is what they're strong. They're strong. This is okay. They're strong in this. They're doing that. They're good at that. You hone that.
Yes.
That we're always forced against the current.
Of
who we are.
What society wants you to do or wants you to become.
Yeah.
Doctor, what do you think?
But with me, I did my fine arts diploma. stuff. Came back thinking when I come to Joburg, I'm gonna show in galleries. People are gonna buy my work.
Yeah. Then
Different story.
it's a different story.
Dude, like I had to do another course. I did a graphic design course. So, you know, the way we have no support in South Africa, the only way to do it is just have something that's gonna finance your daily life. And because hey man, it's tough.
Yeah.
The industry is very saturated.
Yeah. Clicky.
Yeah, it's very clicky. And you know, when you're a foreigner from Pretoria, who are you?
You're a foreigner from Pretoria.
No, I felt like a foreigner.
Oh, okay.
To
Which is a joke. Okay. I'm like, how?
But yo, man, I never gave up.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
I mean, Genile, no.
No, but I mean, I guess also we are learning ukuthi we can't be dependent on government, or we can't be dependent on
You mean
people.
our government?
Our-
Which is a sad story because some people can depend on their government.
No, a lot of people can depend on their own, and I even think people who are at a lower social status than what we are in South Africa can, and here in South Africa we can't, because our industry is not taken so seriously. So it's very sad, and I can see Dolly does not want to go there.
No, I just want to say it's unfortunate that they miss the fact that art is a foreign exchange. It's really engraved in foreign exchange.
Yes.
Trading. Do you know how many performers go out there? Do you know how many performers come in? Do you know how much art leaves the country and how much art comes in? Residencies, artists going to live somewhere else and artists coming to live here. It's a whole ecosystem. And it's a
just like
missed
travel and
opportunity
tourism.
for this
Right?
country. Exactly.
I mean, the Americans, the economy, in Newswa, the artists.
Yeah.
The economy of America.
Like it,
And then when in our country, but they look down on us.
which is very unfortunate because when foreigners come here and they are here on holiday or whatever, they come and watch the show. I've met so many people through him because clients are really vast. They're everywhere, and they'll be like, "Oh no, yeah, I've watched the show and I've watched that show and I've watched that show." They come to see what we've got as a cultural expression. However you want to put it, but like they interested in what we have to offer from an artistic point of view, and so I say that the government doesn't see this missed opportunity, and it's
also
their bad.
we've lost a lot of heritage overseas, because I know a lot of people who left the country because there was no support, got married in wherever in Europe there, so a lot of skilled artists, whatever,
from our country are abroad doing the things that side. Because when people leave, do we blame them?
It's like in a relationship. If you're not taken care of, eventually
you're going to bounce. Yes, you're going to bounce.
Very
So
quickly.
out of there. So with that said, how do you guys keep it together?
What?
Your relationship.
Oh,
like being. I know I've asked you, but I just want. I don't know how I'm trying to phase it.
It's fine. I think I can answer.
Yeah.
Respect. Respect for the human.
Because also, sorry, Dolly, I wanted to say, with all the rumors, you know how it is. It's industry couple. Yes, mang mang with yes, mang mang. It doesn't work, or yes, mang mang busy. Like, how do you keep that relate? How do you guys trust each other being in an artistic relationship where there's rumors about musical theater people are like sexual addicts and artists are like that, or
You block all of that out.
you block it out?
Block it out. We don't share our relationship with anyone. Our relationship is our relationship.
Yeah, I know that about them.
Love
They're
that.
very silent about it, and I like
It's
that.
ours.
Yes.
A lot of people will be like, but you guys don't, you're not public
Posting, yeah.
public displaying, PDA, whatever,
Yeah.
But I get a lot of that at home. And not that I don't want to do it in public, but it's just like we individuals first.
Yeah.
You know, before we are Mr. and Miss, you know, we individuals first.
You're gonna say Mr. and Mrs. I was like, am I missing something?
No, ain't nobody doing that yet until it is right. No, speak it into the universe.
Yes.
No, I mean, we spend a lot of time at home together. And so when we're out, we see other people.
Yeah.
And you get to experience other people.
Yeah.
I guess your answer is that respect, keep our thing low key. As not that we're secretive, but we don't have, there's no business to talk about our relationship with other people outside or whatever. You know, unless obviously people are my close friends or whatever.
Yes.
But other than that, people know nothing about us. They just see us together all the time.
Yeah.
And Maki is being really like, this is my boy, man. My best friend. He's my best friend.
We're homies.
Black love. It's so beautiful.
Because I know Toto always likes to say that about Dolly. She's my friend. She's my friend. And I think that is beautiful. I mean, some people would probably be like, but why would your man want to call you your friend? Like, what's wrong with that? And it's like, babes, if he doesn't see you like that as well.
Because also what I've noticed with other people, but maybe that's their style.
Yeah.
And with all due respect.
Yeah.
But I know personally I don't think it will work for me. Like if you and your spouse, partner, girlfriend have a separate life, I don't know it. Like you come from home, you come from work, you home, and then it's you and the boys. Fine, the boys valid. But the boys, because you can't hang with your girls. You can't hang with your girlfriend, so you run to your boys. People have lived separate lives, and that's why a lot of people struggled a lot, last year. Because now they had to be together. But it's something they don't hone, Not that we...
so important.
Yeah.
What you're saying is so important.
It is. Because I'm the same, hey. I mean, you could have people telling you, but he's always with you. And it's like, yeah.
It's better.
Because have you seen what COVID's done? Okay. Divorce rate, breakups, So I don't want to be going through that.
That's so important because if you're living your life away from your partner, I think the main reason of why God created companionship is for you to be with that one person all the time.
Exactly. Not the separate lives thing. Like, what is that?
Doesn't make sense.
Look, one needs a breather. I mean, he used to go to the shop like 3 times during level 5. Like he'd forget an onion or like he'd forget the bread. And he'd go. But I find it funny because like, you are that person. You like the fresh air. So you used to go out a lot.
Oh, so he was actually planning. Let me forget this.
I don't know if he was planning, but I used to laugh at it. It was actually quite hilarious.
You're very exaggerating.
I'm not. Name too much Anyway, yeah, just we boys respect each other.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you don't know something, you don't know it.
Yeah.
And your partner might have
the answer.
Yes. I know I'm Aquarius, so I'm always right in inverted commas because that's my nature.
Yeah.
But sometimes and be like, yo,
you're not always
pearls of wisdom.
Yes.
There.
Take it in.
Sometimes you humble yourself with your partner. You when I say their level, it doesn't have to be a down level or an up level.
Yeah.
Get to their level of where they're coming from. Try to see life through.
Build an understanding.
Their perspective.
Yeah.
Makes things easier because people struggle with wanting to want. They want this. You want the partner to do this. You want to buy flowers. You want the partner to do this.
Yes.
You want this. You want.
Yes.
Yes. So your partner's love language is important. And it's important that you understand it because then you are in danger of changing who they are.
Yes, exactly. And that's not what we want. And that's exactly not what we
want. Bianca, we think.
Okay.
We and us.
Oh, it was Tulu. It was you, me, and us. Another couple that was coming in. It was, and it stuck with me because she was like, it's you, me,
And
and
us.
us. And that's what it should be.
Mm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Toto's like, absolutely. The words. I'm not going to say anymore because this is what I'm saying. It's been so awesome having you here with us today and talking to us. Thank you for sharing your a little bit of your relationship, and thank you for sharing a bigger part of your relationship when it comes to the work and how you guys inspire each other and how you guys keep it together and how you are showing people that it is possible to, you know, be in the same industry where there's a stigma about sialamba.
There is a stigma, and it's very unfortunate,
Yeah,
you know.
because now you don't
Yeah.
like you're not gonna like somebody because they're in the same industry and you know the pains of it, and now you're just gonna be like, you're gonna deprive your heart, your love, you know, to be with somebody because of things, worldly things at the same time.
That's how some people get to choose the wrong partners, because they
Yes.
choose them based on
What they can give
what
them.
materialistic stuff. And not to say materialistic stuff don't happen. Okay, I'll go happy babe.
Oh, happy babes. No, but I mean,
With this hair artist, you know, she's still good, you know, girl good. So
Yeah.
it's unfortunate that there's that stigma.
yeah,
You can definitely monetize on
you
art.
can. Yes, I
You
think-
just need to have a plan.
and a vision and a future together. Like you got to envision the two of you doing what you love together going forward. Stunning. Thank you, Dolly.
Thanks, Nani.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Toto.
Bally.
Thank
Do you
you.
guys have any last words to say to anybody? Like, I mean, you know, I've told you that the show is about motivating.
Right.
Do you have any last words to anybody who's out there about and questioning themselves about the arts? That young person that could be listening, that old mama who's like telling her children, "No, you're going to be a doctor. Let that talent slip. Sleep? What can you say?"
You have been talking, babe.
Don't be like you don't.
I like talking. Yeah, but I want to give you a chance also. But anyway, you know, cliche, follow your dream, because it's a
Yeah.
real thing. You will be unhappy if you don't follow your dream.
True.
You will fill your pockets with all the money and all the office jobs. You'll be there doing the most, but you will never be fulfilled if you're running from your calling.
Yeah.
And to the adults, stop living vicariously through your children. You don't know their heart. You don't know their trajectory. You might have given birth to them, but you don't know what they want.
Yeah.
And how they fail, how they fall, that's their journey, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So please, let abantwana do their thing, guys.
Let them
Let them have their happiness.
Yeah. Toto?
I'm not really a motivator. I mean, I say it like it is.
Yeah.
I could never advise anyone to be an artist. It's not an easy career, especially if you're black and living in South Africa.
Okay.
You know, it's
Yeah.
tough. If you want to do it, you must do it knowing that, you know,
It's rough.
it's rough.
Yeah.
But yo, man, there's future in art. You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of successful artists. Not a bad career, but don't go there because born or
Yes,
you know.
yeah. Or when
When-
Ubona whatever or Ubona to
Yeah.
other artists.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an individualistic thing.
Yeah.
Stunning. Oh, Toto was, and Dolly said, parents, stop living by what?
Curiously.
As Khwarwini,
I made up for the other words. The other words that I couldn't get.
to you guys as a couple, thank you for teaching us that companionship is it.
Mm.
That's where the magic is. You know?
Thank you.
Thank you for that. And the other thing, hey Batung, I think because this is our last couple
Yeah.
for the month of July.
Yes.
I think no one they're steering me would say, "Ungajela ni artist."
It's really possible.
Manje ayibonke labantu bebakhona from our first guest to
Yeah.
the guest.
Sorry,
that
but
we
can I
have
say
here.
something?
Yeah.
It is very important not to have an ego because artistic
Yes.
people are very egotistical.
Yes.
And so, I mean that because you can't be in competition with the person. Let's say maybe I know you're a writer, actress, marvel of a person, and you get with an artist or the same person as you. Rather, I've learned that some people really crash because they compete,
Yes, that's
and it's
true.
very important.
That's true.
Bye-bye.
Stay in your lane and just love each other.
Yeah.
Not
Sorry
staying,
for breaking your word.
lane.
Babes, siyaxoxisha. Bengithi nje ungathi they're steering me because from our first couple, I'd like to thank Utulu. Who's the second one we had? Bianca.
And then we had Ulelo no Mike.
Lilo and Mike. And then we had Lebu and
Clive.
Clive. Now it's Toto and Dolly.
Yes.
So now it's possible. It shows that in the arts, it's not as unstable as people put it.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people...
Because it's been wholesome couples.
Very wholesome. People who have been teaching us lessons about life and how they're navigating in their artistry together. Like Ulelo and Mike, what they said, Uguti, when she's singing and she hears a different sound.
And Mike is also listening to the same thing, but he hears something else.
You understand?
Yeah,
so
it's that collaboration.
We understand. So it might be a beautiful thing.
But Banabali too, get romantic collab. Bani ki dijo. Ki mino.
But what draw you are?
What drawing?
His miss.
Yeah.
Stuff from the movies.
Ki voulez-vous coucher?
What Moulin Rouge?
I am telling you. Come on. Ki Paris, oui, oui.
You understand?
No, I understand. And you know what? With this the whole couple insert that we've had with all the couples coming through, I've actually realized that I too I'm dating somebody who's also very creative.
Yes.
You know, he plays guitar.
Yes.
And he sings, and he's the whole side. I mean, he's an artist in the lab, but
no, that's artistry. Yeah.
When Dolly heard the first dissecting what rats, she was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's gross. But he's creative as well, and that's why I keep coming up with the thing saying he will motivate me. But when I say fantasy, it's because he hasn't experienced it, as in like with body, mind, and soul. So whatever he wants to have ever done, like whatever he has desired to do, he looks at me and goes, "You can do it."
Yeah.
You know. Yes. And I'm just like, sometimes I'm like, my stubbornness comes out where I'm like, okay, no, because you don't know what you're talking about. But at the same time, I'm like, but yes, I actually can. I just need to stop being scared. You know, stop being scared. And that's why it works.
Yes.
So, bing, bing, bing for all of us. Yay!
Thank you all the couples who have been with us.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Hey.
Over to you, Bali.
From me, Palisa Robin, with this July couple insert. Thank you so much to the Black love that we have experienced. Black love is not portrayed very beautifully in our society.
It isn't.
Black love in our society is that we are told with you nyala nyele. Hey, like excuse me for my French, but the words that come out of the society about Black love, it's infidelity. It's negativity.
Yeah.
So with this insert, what it has brought to us, it has brought light.
Yes.
How easy.
How easy.
How not easy mo lefatsheng, you understand? But if you work together,
there's not abusive gish gish.
Where there's passion, there's gonna be
gish gish.
Definitely. So thank you, Noni, for allowing us to celebrate Black love.
Yes.
We need to shine a much beautifuler. Lost again. A much prettier, a much beautiful word. We need to shine a much greater light on Black love because that's where the future is. Because now because we live in a fatherless society. So we mustn't promote that. We must promote companionship, togetherness.
Yes.
You having a little baba.
Yes.
They're going to be a mama. So your Baba's gonna look at all the couples that we've had. Bo Mani Doli, bo Mamhol, bo Mani Doli. Bo Malume Toto. You know,
when she's here, you know.
Utlo bona gore lerato exists, and this is what I want.
Yes.
So thank you guys for coming. We appreciate you.
Yes. I say
so much.
thank you.
Thanks.
And I will see you. And when I do see you again, I'm gonna have a bottle of red
Vino.
wine. 'Cause it's been a while, girl. It's been a while. Thank you so much for tuning in on the show. Goes on with Nani on the platform Your Media # where you are. This is the last of the couple insert for July. I wonder what's next because it's August.
Find out.
But it must be obvious. It's August. And if you don't know, well, there's a problem.
Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Signing out is me, Palisa, Dolly, Toto. Have a great week ahead.
Bye.
Your media, where you are. Arts to center stage. There are so many demands on you. Demands at home, in the boardroom, and in the bedroom. You have to be jack of all trades, wearing a different hat when the moment arises. You're on all the time, always on the clock, always catching.